G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So jumping straight into Go Battle League, and I'm currently rank 8 and we're in the Master League, so something a little bit different. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like it. I'm going to throw Mew into Open Ultra League, so something a little bit different there with the Mew. Running Shadow Claw, Psy Shock and Ice Beam. So the reason I'm running Ice Beam in case I run into Dragonite, into Togekiss, things like that. So the normal move set on Mew is a fighting type move, but it does mean if I come up against Reggies, that it's a little less appealing. So first game, and in comes the Giratina. So this is not too bad because obviously I've got the Ice Beam. So Ice Beam is going to do super effective damage, and the Shadow Claws are as well. So I'm going to need to shield this first one up. Really hoping for it to be a Shadow Ball, and it is. So good shield there. So now I will throw straight into the Ice Beam and hopefully not get a shield, but let's find out. So they did shield it up, so not ideal for us, but still not too bad. We're equal shields. Had they thrown the Ominous Wind, not quite as good there. So this one's coming through a little bit quicker than the last one, so expect this to be an Ominous Wind. I will still shield it up though. Through comes the Ominous Wind there. So the real big advantage, I'm just going to throw straight into the Ice Beam again, see if I get a second shield. So the real big advantage I find from the Mew is that it no one knows what charge moves it has. It's an absolute amazing bait game. So yeah, really good, and having Ice Beam sort of is a little bit left field, so yeah, really nice there. So I lost that match, which is absolutely fine, but then was able to come in with Dialga. Unfortunately, they did get to another charge move. Obviously, don't have a shield, so going to have to let this go. But they only managed to get to the Ominous Wind, so it only does a tiny little bit of damage. They did get the boost there, but absolutely fine. We were able to charge them down. So we're waiting to see what comes in next, and they're in a little bit of trouble there. So through comes the Groudon, charge up to, because I had the energy lead, I was able to charge up to the Draco this, take it out, expect to see a Dialga in the back, and it is the Dialga in the back, so swap straight into my Groudon. They will be able to get to a Iron Head before I'm able to get to the Earthquake, but they will not be able to get to a Draco before I can get to an Earthquake. So they were charging up for a Draco. I'm able to get to the Earthquake and win that first match. So running Mew in the lead, so really weird one. And I was actually thinking of switching up its Psychic move into Wild Charge, and then I would have more play against the Steel types and if Kyogre's on the lead, because I do see that occasionally on the lead as well. So it would be really good for those matches. So next one that we've got, we'll just look for the next opponent, see what we can find, and searching. So there it is. So again, rank 8, and let's jump in. So Mew on the lead. So obviously really hoping that people are not knowing what to expect from this, which they won't. So Mew into Togekiss. So this is one of the reasons so along with so mainly dragons, but also Togekiss with the ice typing. So going to throw the Ice Beam here. So if they're assuming I've got Psychic and Fighting, they don't shield, and look at the damage that it does. So that's absolutely insane amounts of damage. So the only thing I would say is obviously we can only get access, and we CMP tied there, so I will shield this up and see what they want to do. So expecting an Ancient Power to come through. It is the Ancient Power, and then able to get to my my Psy Shock, and see if they shield up. So they've shielded up, so that's means we're on equal shields there. And looking to farm down, and actually able to farm this down. So they obviously don't have a great Togekiss, because normally you cannot, you won't win that matchup. You will be fainted with a little bit of, the Togekiss will only have a tiny bit of HP left. So in comes the Dialga. was able to get the Psy Shock off, but they didn't shield, unfortunately. So I'm going to come in with the Groudon there. They weren't able to get too much farming done, so this is okay. They decide to swap out. I'll swap straight into my own Dialga to mirror this. Well, not mirror it, but take the advantage there. So for this one, even if they do throw a Shadow Ball, absolutely fine. And it is the Shadow Ball, so it does a fair bit of damage, but I'll be able to continue to charge and see what they want to do. So I'm going to overcharge just a fraction because I don't want them to get to another charge move before I'm able to throw mine, because then they may not shield and save that shield for the Dialga. So able to take that out, and in comes the Dialga. So in this instance, what I'm going to do is throw straight into the Fire Punch. They're not going to be able to get to two charge moves in time, and the Fire Punch is probably going to be doing enough to Fire Punch and then Fast Move farm them down. So now, burnt that shield. In comes their charge move, expecting this to be an Iron Head, because there's no point debuffing themselves now with a Draco, especially when I've got the shield. And then I will just go for a little bit of overkill probably with the Earthquake, but able to get to that Earthquake and take this game. So really good game there. And as you can see, the Ice Beam on the Togekiss just absolutely destroys it. So it does huge amounts of damage when it goes unshielded. So really good there. So jumping into the next one, obviously same team, we'll see what we get. So Melmetal is going to be the tricky situation. Especially when, so Shadow Claws aren't going to be resisted, so they're going to be doing neutral damage on the Steel types, which is really, really good. But both of its charge moves are resisted, so not ideal. So what do we get on the lead? Another Togekiss. So thinking about it, obviously, just played this match out. And so better scenario would be, so my Mew is only, I think it's 11, 15, 11, so it's not even that great. So if anyone's got a better Mew, you'll probably end up, so if you've got a 100% Mew, you probably end up winning this match rather than going down to the Togekiss, because most people probably won't. You'll probably still go down to the 100% Togekiss, but if someone's got a little bit less than 100, yeah, it may be that you end up winning that matchup. So in this one, I shielded once, they haven't yet, so throw the Psy Shock and see if we get a shield. So no shield. They've now once got shield advantage, but I've managed to take switch advantage. So in comes obviously the Dialga here to mirror this. So let this go. Again, if it's a Shadow Ball, absolutely fine. Am able to tank one Shadow Ball, and let's see what they want to do. So they're switching out into the Melmetal. Perfect for me. So in this one, what you want to do is probably let them throw a move first, so they will be throwing superpowers here, but actually what I wanted to do is I'm going to obviously not shield this up, but I want them to throw superpowers, and I want to do as much farming as I can on this thing. So obviously their attack and defense is going to fall. If you're going to shield one, shield the first superpower. Now it's debuff, there's absolutely no point shielding these next ones, and they're just going to keep superpowering me. So they'll probably get to another one, maybe two superpowers. So I decide to throw this energy and see what they want to do. So am fully expecting them to let that go, and they actually shield, so that really is surprising. Why they wouldn't shield the first one, and yeah, I guess they had more defense the first time, so didn't need to shield. Got to another superpower, which is fine, and now they're swapping out into the Giratina there. So now we'll just throw straight into this Earthquake and see what we get. So they have cleared their debuff, so need to be aware of that, and they actually didn't shield, so that's really not great for them. Hoping for a shield bait, didn't get it, and then come back in with their Melmetal and just left the game, because at that point it is GG. So really good there to land that earthquake. Yeah, put them in a real tough spot. So let's jump straight into the next one and see how we go. So Mew on the lead. Yeah, really difficult for shielding of an opposition because literally no idea what that charge move is going to be. It's got so many options, which is really, really nice. So Mew into Melmetal, so actually not a good lead, which is why possibly a wild charge would be better. So Rock Slide here, let's see how much damage it does, and surprisingly it doesn't do that much, so probably just under a third damage. So I want to charge this up to fake throwing a fighting type move, going to throw the Psy Shock, and I grab a shield. So this is perfect. This is the best situation I can be in. I want to grab shield. So what I'm going to do is shield this one up, and that way I can possibly bait out another shield. Let's see if I can. So going to, again, overcharge here, but don't want to be overcharging too much because I don't want them to be throwing another Rock Slide before I can get to my charge move. So throw this Psy Shock and see what we get. So hopefully grabbing another shield, not grabbing another shield, but as you can see, that does absolutely no damage there. And we're actually sitting pretty close. So unfortunately, Melmetal will outpace to its charge move, which is unfortunate, but am able to get to another Psy Shock, and let's see if I can grab another shield. Unlikely, but let's find out. Hopefully able to grab another shield. Not able to grab another shield, but it does put it down really, really close, and they actually throw some energy here, which is perfect, absolutely perfect for me, because this will give me enough time to come in with the Groudon to be able to, and get a nice little bit of lag there, come in with the Groudon and farm down, but hopefully before they can throw another charge move because they've just used their energy there. So we're equal shields, but they've got switch. So this is taking longer than I would have liked. They're going to be throwing the superpower, but I can't use my second shield here, and I will keep this keep the shield in the back. So having the Melmetal go down is probably going to be their main counter for Dialga, so let's hope that they don't have another one, and they don't. So they've got a Snorlax here. So Snorlax running superpower is a bit of a problem, but what I need to do is, so they'll probably charge up to 2 superpowers, and you want to shield the first one. So here, thinking about it, but I will shield this one up. I'm expecting a second one to come through, but it turns out they're running Earthquake, and that is an absolutely amazing shield right there. So that's perfect. So really, really glad I'm able to shield up the Earthquake. They won't have long enough to get to another Earthquake. This will be a Body Slam. They're going to be running Body Slam and Earthquake. They're not going to be running double. Yeah, so not going to be running the Earthquake along with the superpower. It just means that they don't have any access against a lot of other things. So throw the Draco Meteor. If they want to shield it, fine. I'll jump straight back in with the Groudon, which seems like a crazy, crazy idea. But jump back in with the Groudon because I do have Earthquake charged, and you're about to see how much damage an Earthquake does to a Kyogre. It absolutely obliterates it. So getting to the Fire Punch here, and the Fire Punch is going to be able to take this out, and my Groudon just took out their Kyogre, so absolutely outstanding. They were obviously wanting to fast move farm me down so they could throw energy onto the Dialga, but they weren't able to get there, so good game right there, and Groudon takes down Kyogre, which is just absolutely outstanding. So we'll jump into the next one to see what we get. And so far, so good. These leads have been okay, so pretty good apart from... So Giratina is a bit rough, especially when they shield up that Ice Beam. Togekiss, they did not want to shield those Ice Beams, so absolutely outstanding. And then the Melmetal was able to do alright because I got a shield. So into the Dialga. So this is not ideal because, again, we don't have a move. And here, Ice Beam's going to be the better move to use because it's going to be doing neutral damage, but I don't want to show my hand and I want to try and grab some shields here. So I want to fake that I've got a fighting type move to be able to really do some damage. So over farm a lot there, and then I'll throw the Psyshock and try and grab a shield. So I'm basically at this point, when you're against Dialga or Melmetal, you're going for shields. So I was able to grab a shield. I'm going to go for another Psyshock here, and let's see if I grab another shield. And I'm able to grab the second shield. So that is absolutely spectacular. So the question is, do I continue and I have to just throw? So I would have liked to throw the Ice Beam there, but I would have been charged fast move farm down before I could get there. So just throw the Psyshock for a little bit of chip damage. So I'm up a shield. But down switch advantage. And this is a very loaded Dialga here. So I'm going to bring in my own Dialga and fully expect them to be throwing a Draco Meteor. And let's see what they do. It is just the Iron Head, and are they going to switch out? Yes, they are. So they're going to switch into their own Giratina there, their own Groudon, but because I had the energy advantage, I was able to get to my Draco before they were able to get to an Earthquake, and Draco the... and then out comes a Mewtwo. So Mewtwo in the back is not ideal, but I mean, it's not too bad. It's going to do a lot of damage via Side Strike, and let's hope I can get to a Earthquake before they're able to get to a second Side Strike. So I am just able to get to the Earthquake, and you're about to see Earthquake absolutely destroys the Giratina, the Mewtwo. So much damage. This Side Strike is going to take me out, but that actually works out even better for me because they don't have the energy to throw onto my Dialga, and I was able to farm up a little bit. Lots of health on my Dialga, and able to fast move farm theirs down before they got to a charge move. So happy days right there. And with that, was able to go 5-0 with Mew on the lead. Absolutely outstanding. You want a bit of spice on your team, throw in a Mewtwo. Absolute nightmare for shield baiting game, and really, really nice. So if you've got a better IV one than me, so mine's only 11, 15, 11, give it a go, see how you go. So that is good old Mewtwo, like Mew on the lead. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, do think about subscribing if you like it. If you don't, well, don't worry about it. I've also got a video where I show you how to improve excellent curveball throws. Was able to jag one there on the Galarian Farfetch, so check that out, linked in the description. I've also got all my other videos linked as well, so I've got a playlist for season 3, so check those out as well. A few different teams there, some more successful than others, but yeah, so do check those videos out, and let's see what that does for our ranking. So 5-0, and that let's claim that reward and watch that rating climb up to 2490. Absolutely outstanding. Highest I've been this season, and really wanting to push for rank 9. So let's see if we can do it by the end of the season. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully it was useful. Something a little bit different of a lead. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.